What a pain this part has been to weld. After trying to clean it with different kind of degreasers and heating it slowly in an oven to try to dissolve the oil out of the pores of the metal, it still had a little bit of problems. As you can see, the surface staining on the gear here. Got it welded, just tacked in those spots with the TIG welder. Hopefully we will see how it works after getting it filed down. Here's what it ended up looking like after welding and hand filing it. Got it pretty close. I don't think that part is going to matter so much because it's not one of the main cogs or teeth. But I will put it together here and try sliding it back and forth and see what happens. Try to demonstrate this. So after got the spots in there with the detents locked into the hub, these pieces here will ride right in those 3 grooves, and they can only move this far back and forth. So the goal was that every time that it was pushed all the way over, it would never land directly on one of those hub teeth. And as you can see, pushed all the way over, either way, it's pushed into the gear. So I think we're a success with this. Now we'll just have to put it back on the gear shaft and see if it holds up. Everything's reassembled except for the bell housing, of course. But dry shifting it here by spinning the input shaft, it's going in gear just perfectly. So I didn't do that before the fix, so I think that we're going to be good to go. Next is just putting it back in the car and trying it out. Putting the transmission back in, ran into a problem. I ended up bending this line for the slave cylinder a little bit on the firewall and bending it back, of course, cracked it. So just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is cut these ends off since they're steel, machine them a little bit, weld the piece here to them to adapt them to an AN fitting, and hopefully that'll be a better line anyway, you know, being braided stainless with Teflon. Should have less sponginess as the rubber line anyway. So maybe an upgrade. Here's the ends all welded and pressure tested. Just have to hook it to the line here and make sure it works. Here's the end in the transmission with this tubing on here and the rubber mount for up in the car. We'll see if that fits well. Got this end all installed, pressure tested, it's holding vacuum, clutch feels pretty good. I think it's just about time to test it out.